I'm here like, do you even play like this going? Yeah, this
I
going.
almost forgot the other ones. There's two models that they look like the soccer.
No, they just going with the phase. If they see they people's, they just going with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is a fire setup though.
Yeah, you appreciate it. Yeah. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know. That's that. Yeah. We love it. It's a little bit behind though. It's a second behind. No.
I haven't been to a barber in so long, man.
Yeah, man. That's how it be though. Most of the people that come to me, they don't really like going to a barbershop per se. They would rather more of a private experience. And when I was younger, I was barbershop all day. You know what I'm saying? I was barbershop all day. Because you want to be in the midst of everything, talk and all that. I got to turn the reverb down. This is a reverb bad. Anything before?
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely chilling. I was like, this guy.
That's how you always do.
Yeah. He's just.
Every time he ever got his haircut, he when he was smaller. As long as
He's
he
a
had
little
his
smaller.
pacifier.
Like he's a teenager now, smaller.
Yeah.
Bobby back in his mother's belly.
When he was like a little baby,
yeah,
man. He had like his pacifier. And as long as he had the pacifier, I mean, he was good, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because for you to have, that steady calm, well, I wouldn't say that's crazy. That comes from parents. Because he's not in like a nervous environment where he's like this.
Yeah.
Or it could be all him. I don't know. I'm just going to attribute it to you.
I appreciate it.
But it got to come from somewhere, right? You got DNA from you and from your mother. I mean, from your wife. So you don't get that steadiness only but from whom you created from. So there you go. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But if his environment was frantic, if I come to him, he'd be like this. You see children like that. And I met him, it wasn't like that. Oh, what's up? Boom, everything.
Yeah.
And normally, to be honest with you, us as males, when we have our mother around when we're young, we're like this with our mother. We're right on her breast.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You too, I was a crybaby when I was young. I ain't gonna lie. I cried for what I wanted. I'm just gonna keep it wanted. I did. I was a crybaby. I was. I ain't get my G.I. Joe's dress. She took me downtown Brooklyn. Go shopping, passing all these stores, sneaker stores, and little Chinese stores with the little army men and shit. I'm like, I'm trying to get that.
Yeah.
And she already gave me the hard no before we got off the bus to go. So I go, what I'm gonna use. I can't, ain't nothing else I can do.
Yeah.
I was like, and I got it.
Right.
It didn't work after a while though, but when I was about that size, I used those skills. Trust me, I had to. My mom's a Jamaican. She don't play about that. No. So what we doing here? You tapering, you skin fading, or what we doing?
Oh yeah. So normally, bro, when I cut it, I pretty much do like a 0 guard with the grain. Try to on the top,
even it out, right.
And then basically like on the back and the sides, 0 guard against the grain, and try to get it like as low as possible. Because with the S&P, like. I'm not really trying to have too much hair.
No, exactly.
Up here, I just try to blend it in as much as possible without like going complete bald. Because like I do like having a little bit of the fuzz to add like the 3D
texture,
effect.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah,
so,
pretty much it.
Do you want to try like maybe like a taper on the sides, maybe just not have any oil? You want to do a taper? You can like fade it out like the taper like I gave your son. Yeah. You got to taper on the temples and just fade out the neck, or you just want to keep everything even?
Keep everything even. I would say if I try to do any kind of fade, it would be like a super high, like ball fade. If that makes sense.
You want to do that?
Yeah, that would probably be the closest.
Yeah, because then you just have to concentrate on
correct,
the top.
Exactly.
All right, let's do that. Yeah. But I'm like, I gotta fade or something.
Nah, bro. Look, I already know, man. I was just coming here for the experience.
I feel
and then really
knock
just
that down,
the beard.
Mustache,
and I don't want the mustache like too thin, but to be honest, I'm pretty open to.
But keep it masculine as far as
exactly.
But we're gonna knock down the length of it because it's
correct.
bushy.
Exactly.
What about here? We gonna knock them over half down or a little bit?
I think just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, that's your masculine area. You like that? That's your prominent area. Yeah, we do a high skin
that's pretty
fade.
much it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we do a high skin fade. Yeah, I definitely want. I wanted to do a fade. I ain't gonna lie. I said, I gotta do some type of fade on them, bro. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, man, the S&P is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
How long did it? Okay. We cleaning all this up.
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah. Clean, yeah, all this can just go.
Can you face tech shavers?
I have one, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So you don't get no
Yeah.
ingrown bumps around. Okay. So the S&P. All right. So tell me more about that, because I'm kind of might be doing it too. So I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
MJ right there. The two ball guy right there.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But tell me more about that, like the process and the time that you had to go through.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I only went 2 times.
2 times, okay.
Since I only did the top, it doesn't take too long. I would say it's somewhere. It's like somewhere between 2 and 3 hours, depending on like how much of your head you're doing.
Yeah.
But I found there's a guy in Brandon that he's like the guy in this area. Like there's.
I probably know him.
Yeah, there's a dude named Jesse.
Yeah, I probably seen him before because
yeah.
he probably came to my barber school when I was in school years ago.
Yeah, because he's a barber / S&P artist, and like he's pretty much the S&P guy around here. I know that there's more people that do it.
Yeah, but he's like
the correct in this area, and of course there's a lot of guys that are really good too. But then you got to go out of town. There's guys in Miami. There's guys in New York. There's guys in LA. There's guys in Atlanta. But again, you got to go out. Yeah, so a lot of guys will fall in love with a guy's style. Bless you, a guy's style on the internet, and they'll just go fly out.
Yeah.
LA,
but that's how it is with humans. Yeah. If we peep somebody that, we rock with, you can see that fits your, you just go because it makes you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, but this guy, he's pretty legit. So I went in for like my first session, and honestly, I could have been straight off the first joint. But honestly, you always have to do 2. That's what everybody always recommends. Yeah, because the first one is really just to get that undertone, kind of like the
shadow.
Yeah, like that grayish effect when you're you get your head shaved, plus like that shadow, like you said. And then the second one adds a little bit more density, and then the third is like if you wanted to change something, perhaps you didn't like I went with an in between thing. Like it's not like the hairline's not super broken, but it's also not super sharp. But that was just my choice. A lot of guys go in, they get it super sharp. A lot of older guys will go in and get it like super broken and more relaxed because it just blends more
to match with their like age.
Correct. Yeah. But my pops, he definitely got a sharp one. But
your pops got it too.
Yeah.
So did he get it before you?
Yeah. Honestly.
So he put you on.
Because honestly, I never thought I was gonna do it.
So you're a young cat. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Yeah, you're a young cat. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your pops probably around my age.
Yeah, but what's crazy is like, I mean, I had hair like not that long ago, but once you kind of decide, because I've gone bald before, with my hair back.
Yeah, because you have a skull where you can clean it and everything is even.
Yeah.
You don't have no lumpy lump head or whatever.
So I like shaved it one day because I was tired of like my hairline kind of receding on one side. So I went bald a couple years ago just to see what it looked like. I was like, I don't look bad. Yeah. And then I grew it back again. You have a beard though. Yeah. You got hair in your face. And I grew it back again, and then I just started feeling like it was receding even more, and I was like, nah, bro, I'm just gonna go bald. And so I still have like some hair on top. So the S&P, mine's a lot more realistic because people are used to seeing me with hair not that long ago. So for me, I had this low cut look. It's like a lot of people don't really even think twice about it.
Right, exactly.
They just kind of blend in.
I mean, whether or not you like it or not, too, first and foremost.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you see yourself in the mirror, and that we got to pay for that process as well. So you have to be satisfied with it.
Yeah.
I know it's this cat named Andrew Rawls. He's like a representative for Andy's Clippers.
Yeah.
He has it, but he's like much more light skin. I think he's more like a Drake complexion.
Yeah.
And he has it now. Of course, it looks more obvious, but to be honest with you, because of his beard, he has a more prominent beard like me, like a big, thick beard.
Yeah.
And he could grow it thick. And he keeps his beard, really black with the combination of his SMP black as well. It works for him, and he's in your age group as well. So it's like, you gotta remember, you got a younger age group. Some things are more accepted as a part of the wave versus a traditional way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? What you telling me, would your father get an SMP? I already know where his mind state is. He's more of a younger mind state.
Yeah.
Since it's like you see me with a million boxes of sneakers like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not the, oh man, like the, the guy, oh, you don't need to do that. No. Whatever you need to do, if that's what you want to do to make yourself happy and your parents will help you and give you more confidence, hey, do it. You don't need to have your flesh body for a limited amount of time on this earth.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do, and you look into it, you did your research and what have you, do it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it doesn't cause you no harm and no health problems, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do anything to your family, no adverse effects, you're good.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm kind of interested in someone to see your dad do it. He's probably, because that's my age group, so he's probably going to try to convince me to get that shit done. I'm like, I'm out to do it too.
Yeah, he went to some guy in Miami, I don't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
I have to ask him.
Oh, that's he lives down there then?
No, he lives in New Orleans, he flew there.
Oh, he wasn't playing.
No, like I said, dude be seeing the stuff
Yeah,
online. And
his link with the person.
it was funny, man, because I didn't even know he was going to go do that. He just...
Did all the well.
Yeah, we weren't even in Florida yet. We were still in Louisiana, and one day...
Oh, so
my
you
dad called me.
Louisiana?
Yeah, my dad called me, he was like, yeah, I'm in Miami. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm getting this SNC thing. And I'm like, what? It's just funny because my dad just don't do spontaneous stuff like that. So I knew he must have been looking at it for quite some time.
Right. He's not going to just jump on a plane.
He take his time.
Yeah.
My dad's like a car guy and stuff. And
oh, my car guy too.
My dad will look at cars for...
That's what I'm doing. After I talk to you, and I got this other client of mine, I'll be online looking at cars all night till tonight.
You'll look for a long time, bro.
Just building cars. Go in there where you said you could build it. I'll be just building them, adding packages to them. I ain't getting more than $150,000 apartment. Yeah, you gotta do your research. That's how men work. That's how we move. Research, measure 2 or 3 times before you cut.
Yeah. Yeah, because for mine, I was like, man, I don't feel like flying out. Because I honestly used to think that maybe I would do the hair transplant thing, but it's too much.
Yeah.
Like the procedure and stuff, not really the cost, because you can get out, you can get it, it's not too bad, but
it's
you gotta fly to Turkey, the whole thing, I'm like,
go to a big ugly stage as well.
Yeah. You gotta take the medication for the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying? If you want to keep
your growth, right, exactly.
I'm like, do I really want to take finasteride and oxybil for the rest of my life?
Do you really know what these things really do for real? You know what they tell us, but
they literally block a type of testosterone, the one that causes the hair loss, the DHT or whatever.
DHT, right? DHT blocker. Just you. One thing you can risk it for the risk it right now. Your moves are calculated.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So just you.
Yeah. That's the thing, I don't even mind having the shaved head, but I think I just like
you just want that defined look. You want those, it's just a defined look. You want sharp corners, the hairline presence. It shapes your face. It's the reason why you're born with it. It's the reason why God made you like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, it wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah. Or when you have the U-shape, Benjamin Franklin type joint. It's like...
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah,
especially in young years as well.
Yeah.
So, I get it, bro. I get it. I'm contemplating. And I'm in this industry, So before you even heard about it, I knew about it.
Yeah.
Like probably about 10 years before you see people getting it. So I'm like, word? That's new thing. I was like, I don't know. So, but I'm from I came up in the late 80s, early 90s. So my culture was MJ. Ballheads was actually cool. And yeah, so it was a totally different culture back then.
Right. Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Tyrese. Before them, you had this group called Onyx. This rap group called Onyx.
Yeah.
And they shaved their head. So it was cool to do it. And then it was a wave of that's what women wanted. They wanted that look. They wanted. So you had guys who had perfectly good hair lines, bald in their head, to take that look.
Right.
You know, quote unquote, roughing that look. So you bald the hair for 10 years, 15 years straight, and then the culture dies out and you change to something different, you're done. You're done. So I grew up in that era. That's just crazy. You're like, man, all that was an actual thing. Yes, sir.
I'm old enough to remember.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So without being stated, it's a totally different time now. But then, you know, times change and your mind changes. Like, you want to pivot. like you did. You want to make it, you want to pivot.
Yeah.
You want to do something different.
Yeah, which it works out anyways. It's very like low maintenance. You just take a 0 guard, boom, boom, boom. You're really good to go. Yeah. Because I used to be a waver, man. I got like 3-4 do-rags, the soft brush, the medium brush, the hard brush.
Put it in time.
This, that, yeah.
I know you know about 360 G's.
Yeah, 360 Jeezy, 360 Rashad. I forgot.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many 360.
It's a crew. Yeah. But Jeezy don't even got the waves no more, bro.
Oh yeah, no, he
Nah,
don't.
he got a blowout. Yeah, he got a blowout, put the little dye on the top.
It was hard to keep up with, man. There's a lot of brushing, man.
Well, did you see when he balded his head and he went against the grain?
I think I did see that.
It was lower than yours.
Yeah.
And he brushed so much, he had waves in his scalp. Bro, I'm talking about his skin was molded to the wave.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can find that video.
That was a couple of years ago, because I vaguely remember him like.
And he just started everything. Yeah, he didn't get waves. He just grew for the blowout.
Yeah.
I said, yo, and he did it right on. You know what I'm saying? And the video and everything. He just didn't come out bald. He did that shit. Made a video, and his hairline, he's like your age group, maybe a little bit older than you. And he did that joint. His hairline is, he got his age group hairline. I'll say, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like, where it used to be when he was younger, but he manned up and did that. He has a wife and a daughter and a son and everything else.
Yeah.
Just so happened his wife is Spanish too and shit. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's like me, my wife is Puerto Rican as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look to yourself, so it's just so funny how people, how they naturally attract to certain people just because of the situation.
Yeah.
But and he did that. I was like, yo, I gave him big respect for that, bro. I gave him big respect. That's all that I would know. Matter of fact, trust me, once I get myself together, I'm gonna buy, because he has clippers now, he did a collaboration, and he has lines as well. I'm gonna support and get his joint.
Yeah.
I have to do it. I watched that cat from almost barber school.
Yeah, I mean, his video intro still low-key stuck in your head. You know what the woman saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I just like his story, man. Let me humble. Opened his barbershop with his uncle. And, basically almost homeless at a point, living in a van type shit, and decided to do it. And his uncle just did it. So I just like that, seeing brothers persevere, putting in that hard work, and getting rewarded for it.
Yeah.
So number one cat when it comes to his barbering thing. Plus, learn many techniques from him as well, and still learn from him to this day.
Yeah.
Cat's married, got children, so I just see cats that you could identify with and actually going through similar life experiences as yourself.
Right.
Yeah, but when he peeled his shit back, I was like, yo, we did that, son. We did it. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. There's a couple dudes that used to wave that did that same thing. That grew their hair out, got curls.
Yeah, let it blow out or whatever. Like you said, you decide in the future next year, you know, your mind goes in a whole other place and you want to do something different. You want to get the, you know, the plans or whatever, take your hair, put it in. You have options. That's the whole point of this. You're in the era where you have options. And you start to do it. You can. And in your position, as you said, you're in the financial position that you're able to do it. That's the best position to do it.
Right.
You know? So, oh boy.
But yeah, I mean, if you think about S&P, I would definitely. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because they, you know, because any good artist, like these, you know, like you said, you're gonna do your research, and there's only, you know, there's only so many like excellent artists out there anyway.
Right.
Like, there's a bunch of people doing it, but all the ones that are really good aren't that hard to find.
Right.
Like they're out there on the internet, so.
Well, I've probably already seen them before. I mean, like I said, I've been in this industry for 35 years. I've seen a lot of cats with a little face.
Yeah.
I know who's going to ruin it, or I could refer to cats who got it done, who's in my industry as barbers, and they could recommend the guy who did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's ways around. I know I could get the best. It's just that you got to make a decision to do it.
Yeah, but there's really no like drawback to it per
Yeah,
se,
yeah.
unless you go to the wrong person.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you're talking about permanence. You're right, exactly. That part you're talking about? Exactly. You try to cheap out, you won't do that, sir.
Yeah, when people want to, when people post their crappy SMPs that look like, they just look horrendous, man.
Yeah.
And then you find out how much they paid for it. I'm like, you didn't think something was up with the price, bro? Or some guys like, yeah, man, I'll do it for 300. I'm like,
no.
I'm like, bro, any good artist, bro, any good artist is charging you like two bands at least, somewhere between 2 and 3.
Bro, it's like you putting a permanent mural on that wall.
Yeah.
If I pay somebody $300 to do that, it's gonna be a $300 job.
Yeah.
And if I pay 2 bands to get it, it's gonna be, it's gonna stay there forever. You talking about something? You see what I'm saying? Something that's gonna be there forever. So if you really, it was mindset about finances, but
yeah, because it'll fade slightly, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's gonna look more natural,
right? Yeah, you know,
but it's never just gonna fade completely away. So once you make that decision, bro, like
ultimately you wanted to fade anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. You wanted to fade anyway because you wanted to look natural, and you want everything to be like blending in.
Yeah.
You don't want everything to be so prominent where it looks unnatural.
Yeah. So I've seen some crazy ones out there, boy. Especially some of the early adopters of it. I've seen some clips of those, and they thought it was fire, boy. They was like, yeah, man, they got me right. And I'm like, nah, bro, that mug is.
But it's another thing too for you. You know what your eye versus what somebody else's want is 2 different eyes. You know?
Yeah, but
some people want that unnatural, super black light, my freaking. You know what I'm saying? They want it like that.
But like, no matter how sharp you get it, I think most people can agree that you can make or break the whole thing with these sidebars.
Yeah.
So if you come all the way down here into the C cup with the S&P, I guarantee you it's not going to be a good look.
And there's going to be 2 different levels.
And
it's going to be dark, then stop, then a major drop off.
So it looks crazy. But that was a lot of the earlier S&Ps that people have gotten. But I feel like these days, I think artists are starting to understand that you got to be careful with how you do those bars.
The natural tones in this area. This is the parietal ridge in this area right here.
Yeah.
This is your crown. It's all occipital bone, the nape area. So the specific areas that you have to pay attention to, and how the light hits. That's why I have so much light in the face. It's not just to have lights, so I can see how the light bounces in that regard as well. So yeah, all those different shading areas and tones that to pay attention to when you are doing art. I mean, even if you're doing it on the wall, on the shirt, or it doesn't matter. Everywhere.
Yeah, they was giving some guys the helmet effect, you know, when you. But
the bowl effect.
Yeah, but it's come a long way, man. I've seen a really a lot of good ones. You know, all skin tones. I've seen a lot of good ones. But it's crazy. Like once you get it, now like you can recognize it when you see it in person. You're like, man, that looks good. But I know because I have SMP. But
right.
I've seen a
but
lot
that's
of
people.
people.
But they say
really
exactly what you said. Right. That's what they say. It looks good. You don't get a negative response for the most part. What's it?
Right. And people that don't know, they
don't know.
They wouldn't know.
They just don't know.
But I think it's a good trade-off for guys that don't mind having a shaved head look, but you just don't want to be completely be like bald,
right.
but you have like that shadow.
You want some semblance of
your face, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And it works out well because once you get it, that's it. I mean, you might have to touch it up, maybe, possibly, but most people just let it ride, let it fade naturally, and just blend. They just get better anyways. In my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely want to check out your dad's joint. Let's see. You have a lot more here than I have that can grow out. So I want to check out your dad's joint, see how his joint went. Because remember, you're younger.
Yeah, because like my dad has been bald for since.
I'm the same. That's what I'm saying.
He's been bald since he was my age, basically. Like he saw his hairline receding. You don't see no pictures of my dad looking crazy. He had a nice haircut, and then he was bald. So my dad said, "That's it," you know.
Yeah.
Once he saw the hairline starting to go, he's like, "Nope," shaved it. And my dad has been bald, and he's the kind of person that he don't let nothing grow. I mean, my dad had the clean bald shave.
He keeps it shaved.
Keeps it shaved. Mustache, everything on point. My dad don't ever walk out the crib not shaved, basically. And
was he in the military?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, he just like that. It fits in.
Discipline, you know. But yeah, it's just funny. People always ask that. They ask me if I was in the military, and I'm like, nope. They're like, what about your dad? You know, nope.
Yeah, it is really a tribute to military or if you've been in corporate for a long time. Back in the days, like I said, now the trend is to do everything else.
Yeah.
So now everybody want to grow a beard. So I see all the guys I used to see clean faces with beards, and they look weird to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Guys used to never grow no beards, now they want to grow a beard. Oh, come on.
Yeah, people out here SMP and the beards now too.
Yeah, I see that. I think what's the name did that? He did a transplant. Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather? Yep. He did a transplant on his beard. He couldn't grow a beard. And he did a transplant on the beard, and now they put it in. Yeah. So now he's having a beard.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if I would ever SMP my face.
Yeah.
That's not something
I don't think he didn't SMP. I think he just did a hair transplant.
Oh yeah, not Floyd, but there's some people. I've never seen it in person. I've just seen videos of people that have gotten it done.
SMP in the face?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, what if you just decide you don't want that beard anymore? You know what I'm saying? Now you're stuck with that unless you go get it lasered off, and that's painful.
But don't they put it? Think about the fade. I think the fade will happen more naturally on the scalp versus the face. I think the face will not bruise up, but it will stay more darker on the face. I don't know. That's a question I have to look into.
Either way, it's not gonna like go away completely.
No,
so now you're stuck.
It's gonna stay longer on your face than on your head.
So now you're stuck with this shadow on your face. So what if you don't want that style anymore? So now you're stuck with it there, you know?
You're gonna have to really contemplate that decision.
So now you have to get it lasered off. That's your only option. Like once you get the SMP and you decide you don't want it anymore, that's your only option. You have to go to a place, a tattoo removal place, and literally get it lasered off.
Tattoo on, tattoo off.
And everybody always talks about how painful it is. The people that have to go that
get it off.
Because it takes sessions to get it off. Like I've seen videos of it. It's like they put this big machine like over it, and they just make these flashing like clicking noises.
Dots.
Yeah,
I see it.
I'm like, man, ain't no way. But it's good to look at that first to know.
Oh yeah.
Before you get it, like this is what you would have to go through if you decide you wanted to.
So we don't have stuff real fast.
Get rid of it, and that's why I definitely went a more conservative route with it.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, hey, I don't want to get too sharp of a line because that's the thing. You can always make it sharper. That's the thing, but you can't go backwards.
No.
So that's why it's good to start conservative. You know, and if you decide by the third session or you want to do another one, like, hey, you know, change this, change that, you know, but just don't come out the gate. Just don't come out the gate with a super low, sharp lining. You're gonna be looking crazy, man. Like, let your artists kind of look at your head, you know, because they have their own little math equation or whatever. You know, they look at your head and your face shape,
your eyebrows and here.
Yeah.
It's the measurements of your face. Makes sense.
Yeah, because I remember when he first drew my line, and I was so used to like not having a line that I even looked at.
It looked kind of weird, right?
And I was like, nah, bro, that's too low. And he's like, nah, bro, what do you mean? He's like, look, this is your face shape. I'm telling you, you don't want to go any higher than this. But I'm glad I listened to him. Though.
Yeah, and the size of your exactly. The size of your face too, it matters.
Right. Because once I saw it really from the side, I was like, oh, okay, that's actually a pretty good place to have it. Because he really started from, because technically I have hair that grows like right here. So that's where he started from, this exact spot that still grows. But
the
right
natural
here.
point. The earliest and furthest point that the hair will grow, that's where you want to go. Because it's hair that actually grows there. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad you're experiencing it. Because imagine if you got left over, bro, that might make you want to like the whole SMP place. Imagine if he disappears the next day.
Nah, bro, nah. But it's
you know, SMP place burns down. We don't know who did it. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
But nah, I figure.
Man's confidence, bro.
Yeah, but I figure bro was nice because he's been in the game for a while. He actually,
he
actually taught people. Yeah, he's actually taught people as well. Like he had his own classes.
Right, exactly.
And then like there's this basketball YouTuber from San Antonio that I was watching for a while. His stuff will pop up, and I figured he had it done, but I didn't know that he went to the guy over here in Brandon. So he flew from Texas to over here.
Yeah, that's only 2 hours.
Get it done.
2 hour flight.
And I was like, oh, that's crazy. He came over here to get it done.
To come to Texas, it's a local flight.
Yeah.
Always the same time coming from your state, from Louisiana too.
Yeah. But, you know, because I know that there's guys, you know, there's big ones in Houston. I can't remember the name off the top of their head. But there's a guy in Houston. But again, you go with the style that makes the most sense for you. And the guy, he's pretty young. He's like my age, maybe a year or two younger or older. So he definitely went with like a sharper line. But it looked good on him. It looked good on him.
But he was younger too?
Yeah, he's not like super young. He's probably like the same age, like about 32. He's probably 30. Probably somewhere between 29 and 33, something like that.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on your mind state, and if it's going to fade while you're at that age, that young age, you probably want to go for the more defined look. Right. As you get older, you're like, all right, let it fade, let it get more natural, and now I'll just rock with that.
I've seen some like older guys that get it. Man, they get them so
super
light.
sharp.
No, I'm talking about the ones that get it. They get it so light that you can't even really see it. And obviously, I'm not talking about the black dudes. The old head black dudes, they be going for the sharp shit. But the old head like white dudes, they go for the complete opposite, bro. They want to go in and make it look like.
That's what I told you. The more light skinned people, they wanted like because they, you know what it is. They met women or they women like that.
Yeah.
See, it's all about perception of what you like. You may think, oh, it's overboard, but that sharp look, they like it. Because the young women like it because it's giving them that defined, hairline.
Yeah.
And once they get that like, I'll do other likes.
Yeah.
You gotta hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe, by the way. But once they get that like, you know how that is infectious, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Everybody got what they like, bro. Everybody got what they like. So I don't knock nobody on what you like or whatever. Just don't impose what you like on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try my best to give you what you like in regards to your preference. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like most black guys with S&P, it always looks good with a defined hairline.
Yeah.
Anyways, like even if it's not like optimal, like we can really get away with it
because of your skin tone.
Yeah.
You already have a shade already.
Right.
You're just enhancing your shade to another level, so it can be a little bit more prominent. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if you were super light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like drapes, and then you have to get something more on the black side of color. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you actually got an advantage because your skin color gives you that natural shadow anyway. The hair, when it grows out the follicle, now it's coming out black. That's going to come out there and give you more darker shade. So that's why, in your case, you didn't have to do too much. So how long have you been living in Florida now?
It's been a year.
Oh, you literally just got here?
Yeah, last March or February.
It was more so for work, you just wanted to change?
No, I just wanted to change. I always knew I was going to leave Louisiana. I never wanted to stay there.
Oh, okay. Especially the way it is now versus what it originally was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you like to know the history and stuff that will have you, it's a much, way different place. That would be a whole different conversation we'll have about the history of your state. It ties in with a lot of my family's culture as well.
Yeah.
All this culture, my father is from I-80. So there's a lot of Creole culture.
Oh, right, yeah.
Naturally in Louisiana.
I got asked that like 3 or 4 times since I've been here.
Oh, yeah?
The validation.
Yeah.
Every time, because people, once they see my last name.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Florida,
possibly your ancestors, possibly, you of course you're born to be American, but possibly your ancestors, but you got to keep in mind that Haitians was going up and down the East Coast all the time. It's not like there was this on island they stood in.
Right.
The person who founded Chicago was the Haitian. They got a whole bust and everything in statue. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their soldiers fought in wars over here too for Georgia, and they got a statue of our three Haitian soldiers. So there's a lot of history with Haitians, a lot of history. And with, just say Louisiana, of course. If you look at downtown Louisiana, the way it's set up, the cobblestone, and if you go downtown Haiti, it's set up the same way.
Right.
So you gotta, where did they get that set up? Some things is, so when you look into it, you just gotta know the history, do your due diligence to study, and then you realize, oh shit, things are one and the same.
Yeah, they've been setting that stuff up all over the Gulf Coast, pretty much everywhere, the French and or Spanish.
Exactly.
Just like here, Ybor. There's places in Mississippi that are like that.
Yes.
Alabama. They're just not as
like
known. They're just not as known as the French Quarter or like Ybor.
Exactly.
But yeah, because I actually did an ancestry test, but I don't have any Haitian. Even though we share a lot of the same, core group, obviously African, transatlantic slave trade, and some French because they sent. Well, most of the French people from Louisiana, they were. If I remember reading the history correctly, France, I think they sent prostitutes and like criminals.
Yeah, it said it was
Louisiana,
something.
they're like, yeah, we need
England
y'all
said,
to
that's why you got the result.
colonize and
That's why
repopulate.
that's what England
Louisiana.
did too. They sent their worst over here. That's why we got the result of what we got. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why we got the result of what we got. Because the worst, their prison was right out. The worst.
And I remember when I heard about that, I was like, nah, that can't be real. And I read into it, and I was like, oh, man, it is.
Oh,
It's true. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but yeah, no, I get, you know, when I did the little ancestry DNA thing a couple years ago, it changes from time to time, but for the most part, the core is still the same. Mostly Nigerian, you know, a lot of the West African, like most of us, because they get in the transatlantic slave trade. So most of us are gonna be Nigerian, Senegal, you know, Ghana, Ivory Coast, all that stuff over there. You know?
Right. But what I would tell you in regards to that, just as a counteraction, common sense counteraction, is when I look at you phenotypically, and you see our noses, that's American. When you look at a Nigerian, you know they're Nigerian.
Yeah.
So that's one. Two, all you know is that you were born here and you're American. That's all you know. Them too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a slave ship yet, even in the museum. That's number two. The word slave comes from Slavic. Slavics are in the Slavic Republic. They are Russian.
Right.
So that name doesn't even apply to you. Can't call you slave if words come derivative from words.
Yeah.
Now, you might have been over here and you had wars and you lost the war and then you were like a prisoner of war. But you wasn't a slave. Two different. Slav and a prisoner of war, two different things.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have to, the burden of proof is on the person presenting to you to say, if you are something, then you have to prove it. They have museums all over the earth. There isn't one slave ship in the museum. The only
so all the writings, but there's like so much proof and everything.
A lot of people could write a lot of bullshit.
But I mean, even from not just the Europeans, but even like blacks themselves that were actually on the ship themselves. Why would they all lie? That don't make sense.
Why?
There's even
lie for finance.
Nah, that's a crazy conspiracy theory. I've heard some crazy conspiracy theories.
But you got to use common sense though.
I don't mind talking about it.
Because if they have dinosaur bones, like dinosaurs, why they don't got the ships?
You okay?
You don't like the dinosaurs? Spider-Man.
He just walked up.
Oh yeah. I got 4 children. You telling me? Yeah. I got 2 sons and 2 daughters. Oh yeah, I definitely do.
But I'm sure if Google.
But there isn't one. You haven't seen one in the museum. They got dinosaur bones, bro. They got your ancestors in the museums all over the planet. The only thing old in the museum is you. Pharaohs, people, you. They got nothing else old but you. There isn't one ship. Now, I'm not saying some Africans didn't come over on a boat. Very few. But not the majority over here.
The African countries lying too, bro? Because
they have.
Bro, they literally have.
Everybody lies for finance. Everybody does.
Stop it.
Everybody does.
I was just watching a short documentary in Ghana.
Who can get compromised
that the Portuguese came to, and this was just one of many trading posts, which I'm sure you've probably seen this stuff before. I would imagine that they came to like, oh, we're gonna build this, and we're gonna work together and trade, and it's like, oh, just kidding. And it turned into something else, and then the Dutch came and got it. But either way, it's just different versions of slavery from whether it's the Portuguese doing it or the exactly. But bro, there's absolutely brutal stories and it's crazy stuff, bro.
You have
people that are captured
ingratiate the story in order for it to be real. Because you've been here all your life, and all you speak is English. And all you know is being American. American are copper-colored people. By definition, I didn't make it up. I just got to go with what words mean. You break down words, and that's what they mean. Now, when quote unquote Pangea, we was all together at one point and separated, so there were people over here. And another thing too, they say civilization started in quote unquote Africa. The oldest civilization starts near water because you want to trade and you want to fish. The oldest body of water, river, is the Mississippi River. You Google it on your phone right now. Now I got you thinking. They said it was over there. It's over here. Everything that you could name, like Italy, Rome, all those places are over here. If you Google Rome in the United States of America, it's over here. Italy, over here. Anywhere, it's over here. It starts over here first. Now this is the final coffin. Watch the final coffin.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Why do everybody want to come over here? If that's the motherland, that's the mother. Don't you want to go back to your mother? Why are they always coming west, over here? Everybody, every nation on our earth wants to come here. They always come here.
A lot of the laws and freedoms that a lot of countries, even some Western countries, don't have the same.
There you go. So who's the first then? The first was always over here. That's how it always was over here.
It was always the first.
It was always the first.
Doesn't mean it's because of the laws and the way the economy and stuff.
Who started the laws? We started the laws. The laws have to disseminate from an original point. That was over here. The oldest pyramids and mounds are over here, not over there. Google it right now, and it's going to come up. You don't see them because they were destroyed in mounds. It's a fact. The oldest river is the Mississippi River. If it's the oldest, that means the origin is here. You were told the opposite story. Yeah. You know, part of Africa is underneath Florida. It was on the news. They found part of Africa underneath Florida. So you was in Africa the whole time.
I mean, that could make sense because it was Pangea. But
that's what I'm saying. All we got to use is common sense. Let's not go by what we were taught in the story.
But come on, bro. How are we going to negate all the history of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama? Bro, there's literal records of slaves being sold in New Orleans in Congo Square.
There was slaves. You know who were being sold? Slavics were being sold.
You know what I mean when I say slaves.
No, I don't know what you mean because we already
servants, kidnapped people, whatever you
we already defined what that is. If you go to the library,
yes, but that's just the word that we use.
Now I'm about to give you your evidence. I'm going to make you study.
So what do you call someone that's
go to the Library of Congress? You call them prisoners of war. The Library of Congress lists who were the first slaves in this country. I challenge you to do it.
What about the ones that were sold by their own people?
They were sold. They were kicked out of Ireland. I'm going to give you the answer. They were Irish people. I'm going to let you know. They were Irish people.
Yeah, I thought there was other people other than like black people that were enslaved.
But we were
okay.
Okay, then you don't have to leave. But yeah, they were. That's in the biggest library on the planet, the Library of Congress. You can go .com if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm not making it up. You just have to read it. You know, most like we don't read, or we don't know, or we just go by the story. All these books and stories, look at who the author is.
That's what I'm saying. There's literal black authors, bro.
But look at the author behind that author.
But look,
who was programming him and what benefits he got to tell the lie.
Look, now look, I don't have a huge knowledge base on all these things at this current moment. My mind is filled with a lot of cybersecurity. But one of the most recent things, one of the most recent things was like I was saying, was about the thing in Ghana and stuff. But there was another issue. I'm trying to remember it all. But essentially, what happened was, there was again, you remember me with the slave, whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
so there was a ship. It wasn't just a slave ship, but you know, they treated slaves as just goods.
No, it was written in the law.
Yeah, exactly. So it was ship with goods, blah, 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 blah.
Got slavery going on in Libya right now.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so these dudes that was on the ship that was running it, I forgot what made them think, okay, so they thought that they could throw the slaves overboard and they were
throwing away freaking actual money. They were throwing away
and they were doing it. I forgot why they were doing it. Something happened that thought that they thought they could do that and then like take advantage of the insurance
Oh.
by doing that, right?
No, you can. Like if you burn up a car and you get it. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but I'm saying I have to say to set up my point after that. So
Yeah.
they went and I wanted to say they managed to get a good, favorable, whatever ruling for them against the insurance.
Right.
But what happened was one of the guys from the ship, he got with somebody who was anti-slavery
and told him the real story.
But he went and actually wrote it himself though. It was a black dude learned how to read and write. Boom, literally wrote. Again, I don't remember his name. I'd have to go and look it up. But essentially, once he did that, they didn't get their, they had the whatever
payout for it, right?
Exactly. But making all that, saying all that to say that there's people, authors that have wrote things that they don't really have an ulterior motive to say like, yeah, there was this made up shit.
We don't know what their ulterior motive.
But I haven't even done a lot of research. Like that's just for me, just casually.
I've done a lot of research.
Casually, I can tell.
And there's some things that you don't have to do. All you have to do sometimes is look in the mirror and just use common sense.
Yeah. But I'm also mixed. Like my mom is, her last name is Garcia. So I already know, like my.
Yeah, but with that being said, too, another thing too, like the word Spanish, it means Moorish. It's synonymous with Moorish. So have you traveled like other different countries and stuff, like Puerto Rico?
There you
go. That's the best way to learn is to travel. Once you start traveling,
baby.
Once you start traveling, everything's going to become clear. You're going to start seeing a lot of the information come right to you. You don't have to depend on the author because you're going to see in the older markings and the properties and the well-known areas of whatever country you see. And of course, start in the Caribbean. Now, to break down the map to you on our side, right? Remember, we're in North America. Of course, you have Central America, North America. You've got South America, and the adjoining islands, which is the Caribbean. All of those people are Americans. You're not just Americans because you live in the United States of America.
Right.
America is a continent. Africa is it's a Latin name of a continent. It's not even the original name of that continent. And nobody in Africa speaks Latin. Now, like me and you have quote unquote Latino wives, but the only people who spoke Latin in history, the Latin is the same thing that's on the dollar bill, by the way.
Right, yeah.
There you go. And there's two nations. You got the nation under the eagle. Now you'll see the quote-unquote president always has a podium with that eagle in front of it. Where's the people standing underneath that nation?
Hey man, I can't explain that one.
And look, you can, no. Look at it, it's a pyramid, right?
Yeah,
I told you, the pyramids are here. Not in Africa. Here, in North America. Who is going to stand for the pyramid? And you see they separate, that's the body, and you see how the top is separated? You took your mind off your body. Because if I give you a story, your body's going to follow what you've been told. You got to get your mind to connect back to the body. That's why it's separated. And that's why it has an eye on it. That's your third eye that has you to think and know how to move and what to do. So, that information is right in front of you. That's why I keep that dollar there. That has nothing to do with finance. That's another thing too. That dollar, that's not a dollar. On top of it, it says federal note, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what a note is? You pay it every month, right?
Yeah.
You pay a house note.
Right. Yeah.
You pay a car note.
Yeah.
A note is what? Debt.
Yeah.
So that's a federal note. So that's debt.
Right.
See? Words will you can't trump words. And our ancestors, we are the one that wrote words. We are the one that wrote the dictionaries and stuff. That's why when it says American, it says copper colored people. That's it, period. There's nothing more. And after it, somebody doctored in and put in found here by European. You can't find nobody if they're already there, bro. I can't find you in the chair. You're here. I can't find you. You're already here already.
Yeah.
See, some things.
Also on like the tribes, like the, you know, how they have like the native people everywhere. Like obviously here, for lack of better terms, I'm just gonna say Native Americans.
Yeah.
There are different tribe names and
Gotta
like,
go.
you know,
You gotta break down words. You gotta go with words.
Central and South America.
Just use words. Those are all Americans. Use words. The word native doesn't mean original. When you're native to something, that means you just been there for a while. Now you're a native Floridian. That
Isn't it
doesn't
weird
mean
how they call the people that were
those are mixed up people, by the way.
originally in Australia? They call them Aboriginals.
There you go. They look totally different than the other people there, right?
Right.
Yeah. And those Aboriginal people have blonde hair and blue eyes, and they're dark skinned like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to get mixed to get blonde hair and blue eyes, do you?
Right.
So who had blonde hair and blue eyes first? And how did the other people get blonde hair and blue eyes? It's all the chocolate.
Right. Hey, go to the barber, bro. It's always.
You think God didn't bring you here? He didn't bring you to get no haircut, bro. He wants you so we can have this converse, bro. And even if he's not hearing because he's a baby, he's hearing it. That shit is going in his spirit. That shit is going in his psyche. This is what men's supposed to do. We're supposed to converse, think, execute. No feelings, facts, no feelings. You're supposed to know. And you got that from your father too. That's what you got. That's how you made it in the father. That's what I got from my father too. I love my dad. Came in the ass sometimes, I love it. He gave me principles. Oh, I didn't, my bad. I told. Did you see the video out there with your son? He did the 5 principles. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I didn't.
So all right, so I'm gonna show you before you leave. So 5 principles for the Moorish people: love, truth, peace, justice, and freedom. So when we salute in school, that's what we salute on. I did a video. I sent it to your wife. I don't know. She didn't send it. She didn't show you.
I think I did.
Yeah, you seen it. Yeah, and he's doing it. He went love, and he did it. I swear he did. You watch the video. He did it. When they get that, because every man has to have principles, right? Yes. We have to stand for something, because if you don't stand for something, what happens? You fall for anything, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard that, but that's a cliche. We have to stand for something. I told you I'm your dad age. I'm 50, bro. I'm an uncle. So at this, if I was younger, I'll be talking different right now. We'd be going out for beer later. That type of talk. Now it's, no, I don't got time for that.
I don't know, man. They calling me up now. So you
Oh no, don't let me let them call you up.
You
Shut
might be
that
OG.
down.
You might be OG.
Oh, I'm
now.
OG. I even call them 30-year-olds. They call 30-year-olds up?
Bro, they're
Nah,
crazy.
son, nah.
I promise you. I've literally been called
Nah.
up. At
You gotta-
church,
you
I've been
gotta
called up by 20-something.
You gotta shut them down.
And
son.
you like, yo, up.
Nah, bro. Nah, I don't see young. At all. You go crazy young in the face. Me and your daddy get the unk status. You don't get no unk status. Not
That's
yet.
crazy.
You gotta get at least 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm big bro, man.
You
So I jump all the way to
You ain't got no 3-month-old pregnant belly
Nah,
with titties
bro.
and shit.
I'm in shape,
Nah.
bro.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? You over here slim and shit. You ain't breathing hard and eating donuts and nah. I don't really do that. Yeah, 30-year-old cats. The 30-year-old cats don't qualify to be unks, man. Nah.
Yeah, that stuff's crazy, bro.
Minimum 40 at least.
Yeah, they
Come
crazy.
on.
That's
You know,
crazy.
nah, they're just trying to make themselves feel better. That's what it is. It doesn't matter what your age is, you know, what's in your head.
Nah, I'm sure, like,
Yeah, but you know, common sense talks is good. You gotta remember all of the quote-unquote education we got. We got it from someone who runs our educational system, and they have compromised a lot of brothers and sisters with finance. We call that fiat. That's what it's called. It's called fiat. F-I-A-T. And they compromise with it. So, you know, and they start a lifestyle, and they want to continue in that lifestyle. So for them to start a lie, it's easy. As long as their family's comfortable and they continue living in that lifestyle, it's easy to lie to you because it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect their children. As long as they get their quota, whatever what they're doing. Oh. But they have to, even the people who ran that, the system that you use to get the quote unquote union from. They don't have no incentive of telling you that you're truly American. Because if they tell you the truth, how am I going to tell you the truth when I'm the colonizer and I colonize you? Come on, let's just get real. If I colonize you and I own a company that you sent your DNA to, why would I tell you the truth? I'm always going to tell you from over there, because if I tell you from over there, it keeps you not wanting to claim here, first of all, and it keeps your mind over there. Meanwhile, those quote-unquote Africans are coming over here. They come over in droves every day. Everybody's coming over. You see Hindustani coming over here, Italians, French, da 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 da. Why aren't y'all to stay over there? Because this must be the mother, because everybody comes here. Think about it. You always go back to the mother.
Yeah, but there's different superpower countries throughout
yeah,
time that were like, you know, places of interest, so to speak. Like obviously Rome was that at one point.
This is Rome, by the way.
But like Rome is like, I don't want to say Rome is nothing, because people still go there to enjoy it, but people don't go there because of
this
economy.
Is real Rome.
Hey man, America
what do they have in Rome? Big stadiums, right?
Yeah.
Who has the most stadiums on the planet?
Of course, America.
Rome.
Yeah. Or,
Rome used to fight to the death of the thing.
At one point, Babylon. And what's Babylon now? Iraq. There's nothing over there. It's a wasteland, basically. But Babylon used to be a worldwide superpower, essentially, at least according to history.
Yeah.
But you're right.
No, you're correct. You exactly. I'm listening to you. You're exactly correct. You spin facts, yes.
Persia.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. And then went under.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe we have to go through that too. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You got to go through the ups and the fall. I think we're in the fall now. You see society right now. You know, what's the percentage of me and you married versus whoever else doing whatever else out there?
Yeah.
I think the percentages are much more lower than you might think. Individualism right now. I've been married 30 years, bro. I mean, this is my second marriage, but I've been married 30 years. Yeah. So, you know I'm loyal. I'm crazy. You know that. Because if you're doing 30 years, been doing anything in life, you're committed, and you gotta have a little insanity in there. You have to. Especially living in this place.
Yeah.
You already know it's won't be over there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you my links. My brother, he's called Asir the Duke of Tears. He's from New York, but he lives in Florida now.
Yeah.
He's in my same age group. And he basically gives out knowledge like every Friday. He has online classes too that you can... That's my young boy. I've been cutting him probably since his age.
Yeah.
And
what gave you the secret knock?
Yeah. That's what you would normally do. Just come to the guys knocking on the shit and you come in. But and for my own neighborhood too. I've only been here 3 years for this house. Yo. And this kid, he almost taller than me. I was cutting him and he was like this short. Like he's almost taller than me. I got plenty of videos on him. I got videos from like 5-6 years ago with him. Blurry face and all that, yeah. And but yeah, man, these things, like I said, in regards to what we're talking about today, is it's use your common sense. Meaning, you are commonsensible. Not to say you don't have it, but just let it sink in a little bit. Forget what you were taught, because even the word education means to draw from within. It doesn't mean edu. It means coming from inside out.
Right.
We probably think it means to be sat there and taught, but it actually means from the inside out. So this information is in your psyche and in your memory base. It's in there through your ancestors. DNA is like a library.
Right.
It never goes away. It's there. And I'm here to tell you. I'm going to tell you, because I know some people say, oh, I don't know, or maybe, no. All the other stuff they told you about being from Oakland, no. Especially when you're telling me from Louisiana. You as American can be, when you know the history of Luis and Anna, because it's not one word. It's two people in that story, Luis and Anna. We're gonna get there, because I can't keep doing here. I know the sun is here. You probably had to come. You probably had to come here when the sun is not here. All night today, I need to come through on chill out mode one day.
Yeah.
We just chill. Bring your pops through too. We just, you know what I'm saying? We just chill and build.
Yeah.
But this is what we in New York call knowledge itself. We be in a barbershop talking common sense and just going through it. Challenging each other, presenting arguments, and presenting the factual, like the sources as well. So I gave you the Library of Congress. You see, the Library of Congress, they can't lie. That's what's key about the Library of Congress.
Right.
They can't lie, but teachers won't and can't refer to the Library of Congress because they have a specific curriculum that they have to teach, or they don't get their finance. It always comes down to finance, right? If we are, most of us, about 99% of us, are compromised through finance. Let's just keep it real. We gotta pay this, we gotta pay that. We have a certain way of life that we want to maintain. Like your son is, he needs that sippy cup. He has to go to preschool. There's a lot of things. And when we compromise, we tend to do things that we wouldn't normally do, including myself, bro. I'm not coming to you like I'm freaking Joshua, quote unquote, aka Jesus Christ. I'm not coming to you as a prophet. I'm coming to you as a person that I work for a corporation and I'm compromised too. But in order for us to get to that place maybe in the future where he's going to be ready to get to that other place, this is probably skip past your generation. It's probably his generation. He has to be taught right, first of all, and his mindset has to be free.
Right.
And you are going to be the one to give it to him. You got, and give him the building blocks of where he can get the right knowledge from as well. The keys, the thesaurus to use. You know how to navigate. You don't have to depend on an AI navigation. You can depend on sources. And these days, they used to do a lot of book burning back in the days to get rid of the knowledge of gunning people down. So all those lynchings you hear about and all of the people hanging from trees and all that, all those people were prominent people. They were mayors, governors, sheriffs that were already here. In order for them to take over the infrastructure, those people look just like me and you, but they had to do that in order to take that infrastructure over. We were in a war with other people coming to our country. Watch that movie, Gangs of New York. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
No, I don't think I have.
3-hour movie. Epic. Classic, epic. And then in black and white, it won crazy awards. Please go watch that movie. You will see what people do. It is coming in droves.
Yeah.
Now, not to excuse me and you, because guess what me and you are doing? Fighting each other, tribal war.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You in Louisiana, me in New York, fighting.
Right.
So when me and you are fighting, who's the referee in every game you've seen ever in life? You already know who he is. He never engages in the fight, but he controls the fight. Stop it, guys. Oh no, go. Stop. Go. You saw Django.
Yeah.
Now go watch it again after this conversation. Gas was just free over, and they have freedom what? Papers. We're gonna go over what black and white, because I don't see a black man in the mirror. Your skin is the same color as mine. So why would you call yourself something like this? Black means, the word black means without color. That's opposite of you.
Right.
So who's without color? You have color. You have copper-colored skin, which means American, by definition in the dictionary. That's a color. This doesn't have a color. That's a color. Orange, blue.
Right.
You see? Now you see? Black and white, those are statuses. White is for the home team. When you play football, play sports, you wear the white uniforms at home. The olden days. Now they got different uniforms, they switch color. When you away, you wear the colored uniforms. What they call you back in the days? Colored.
Right.
You see? They call you these things to keep you in your mind that you are away from your home. Psychological war. You control the mind, the body will follow. You give them the wrong knowledge. I gave them the template for death and destruction. You always think America means somebody else, and you knew they came away. How can they be American, bro? They came from France. They came from Italy. They came from Russia. They came from this, that. So why are you placing American on them when by the definition in the book says different? And you know where they came from. So why are you giving them your nationality? So you gave up yours. Hey, take my house, take everything. That's what you gave up. Your house, your country. Mentally, you gave it up. And you claim something else over there. Go over there and see what them brothers over there do to you. So you what? They will tell you, take your American back over there, dummy. They will tell you that. You are not what you think. No. Because that test you took is controlled by people who are colonizing your ancestors. I'm going to tell you the lie, bro. I'm going to tell you the lie. See, that's the same results my wife got. She was Balikwa.
Yeah.
They told her she was this, that, this part, this percentage, this. Yes. I've been lying to you. When would you ever trust Lucifer to ever tell you the truth? If I'm the one that's been hanging your grandfathers and your great-grandfathers and all that, why would today be the day that I'm just going to be a nobleman and tell you the truth? The lie has to persist. The devil is a lie. You are looking at the true American in the mirror. Always has, always will be. By definition and by blood. But if I could trick you out of your nationality, I will. And if you go along for it, for some fiat, which is paper, you can't even wipe your ass with that paper. You wipe your ass with that paper, you're going to get a rash on your behind. Money by definition, by the dictionary, means gold and silver coin. Have you ever got gold and silver coins in your life from your employer? I have not. So you never got paid in your life. And all the gold that's in Puerto Rico and in Haiti, they went in there and took it. That's how France got their wealth. They don't do it. What does France build or ever? Nothing. Even the colognes and perfumes and that, they stole that stuff. That stuff comes from the Caribbean islands, all their designs and their perfume, the perfume that comes from over here. Most of them. That comes from over here. That's why if you go to the museum in England, everything in the museum is from quote unquote Africa. Everything that they stole, most of them. Everything they stole is in there, and they don't want to return it. So you dealing with the roots. Very good. thieves. And you got to go to their museum to see your ancestors. Ain't that something? That's like me just taking your Jordans off your feet. And the only time you gonna see your Jordans when you come here. Ain't that something? To this day. To this day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you see? So those, you cannot trust that. I'm not saying everyone, because I have modern Europe, and I call them modern Europeans, because the original Europeans were the Moorish Europeans in Europe. When you look at the coats of arms for these countries, European countries, you're going to see like 2 or 3 dark-skinned brothers' heads on it. You know what a coat of arms is, right? It's like the coat of arms for the country. It's like a shield.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You're going to see your face on it.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You're going to see your face on it. Your face is all over this freaking planet. And off the planet, too. You got pyramids in freaking Antarctica, man. And right next to it is Army base. Everywhere. That's why they tell you, they distinguish who they are. They're on that side. There's 2 different sides. But we became one. And then don't remember, in God we trust. One. We became one. Almost forcefully. But we separated there. There's 2 different nations over there. You see? So they tell you in your face. It's up to us to decipher it. But like I said, your biggest enemy looks like me. And that's the one that's lying to you, telling you the bullshit and the right and the bullshit. Because they get paid off. Your biggest, I'm telling you, this is the real fact before you leave. Your biggest enemy is someone that looks like me. Yeah. Because they are complicit with the lie. So we champion them for our leaders, but they getting the money in the back and telling you the lie. Bro, go back to Africa. We ain't never go back. Why would they go back to Africa? Why she made a school all the way over there? She from Chicago. Chicago is hood. Make a school over in Chicago. Right. Chicago is known as Mecca, by the way. That's a whole nother one. I don't even want to let you go out this year, bro. I might end up, you know, father, somebody dies. No, this is all public information, bro. This ain't no handshake. This ain't no secret society, all that is trust, crazy type shit. This is documented in a library code. Public record. You can go in and see it. We are so busy trying to pay bills, trying to pay mortgage, trying to get a job. This person's unemployed. This person said this, that. We cannot. And you know they don't want us to get together now. We know that. Absolutely that. I notice when I used to read the history books about the Depression, they always would show like Irish people with lines of soups and this type of people. They never showed us in there begging for money. I don't hear nothing about the history about how the Depression affected the quote-unquote blacks. Have you heard that before?
No, it's true.
Who did it affect? You see them in line with the bowls. So what were you doing during the break? I guess you were balling. You heard of Tulsa, Oklahoma. You heard about the massacre that happened over there, right? Their history?
Yeah,
Tulsa.
that was post-Great Depression.
Yeah, but it was going on. Each one of those type of cities were in Florida. They blew that shit up, bro. With the Army and Navy that we have here, we serve. Dropped bombs on that city. We were lending these people money. You were balling. Always balled. That's why you wear gold on your joints on your that's you. That's your persona. That's you naturally. You never was a beggar, scratcher. No. Those people they showed you in the fields picking cotton. That was their land. They were picking their own cotton and selling it. If you had 13 acres of land that had cotton on it, wouldn't you pick cotton? Do you know how much cotton sells for? Your shirt, your pants.
Right.
Why would you do anything else? If you had 13 acres of watermelon, you know how many people love watermelon? You don't need to work for no company. Just pick the watermelon and sell it when the season comes up. You know what money you're gonna make? Cotton, bro? You're gonna be a trillionaire on the planet. You are picking your own cotton. Now, if you have a war and you lose your house and your land, now you could get forced to do something, especially when I sold you out. You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't know the land. People come in, how you know the land? How you know to get around? How you know I had my this and that? Somebody had sold me out. You know who sold me out? My enemy that I crushed, which was my brother that I was fighting with. So if I destroy you, and you over there hating, oh, fucking, when he comes, of course you're gonna help him destroy me, because me and you always have beef.
Yeah.
See how that works?
Yeah. One thing that I will say is that I do find it interesting how there's like always this like weird animosity within the lack of better terms, black people. But you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah, of course I do.
I know that we have some
No.
words.
We have to use that right now.
Yeah.
Because this is a good learning moment for both of us and for people who's watching, because we're going to get past that. Because we know we don't use common sense. My hat is black. So,
something that I always say, I'm like, man, I just find it interesting how like there's just like that weird animosity between like black people that they can't really like come together for the most part. And like when you compare to other communities of people, like almost every major city I go to, there's a huge Asian community. They gonna come. Asian people came to New Orleans and they always was thriving. They got their own little sections around the city. Vietnamese people.
New York too.
Famous,
they got Chinatown.
Famous chicken place in New Orleans, Manchus. Ran by Vietnamese people. It's literally famous. It's been famous for decades at this point. But the point that I'm making is that's like, it's like why? It's just like why? It's just crazy. Like the hate. It's crazy to me. I just find it so interesting. Why like?
Well, what is the incentive to let you come together with me? Because they know once it's like this, it's over. That's the problem. Remember, before they touched us, we were running our own country. If you let them get together, it's going to go back to where it was.
Yeah.
They don't want that. That means, not that we do have a history of doing things to other nations. I want to say that. It wasn't perfect all the time. That's a whole nother, that's the part two. Because if I keep on going, there's a dark side to our history. It's a big dark side to our history. Because you were the first ones on earth. And a lot of, I'll put it like this. You got humans, hue, man. Man is the species. Male is your sex. So man is a species, including females and males. Okay? So you got human. Now let's look at words. Hue means you have a color. Hue. And man is a species. Then there's another distinctive one that they identify their own selves as mankind.
Right.
Reverse it, kind of a man. So then they're for the human. Do you remember the saying when the quote unquote, and I'm going to say it, the fake landing on the moon, the famous saying, where they say when he first gets up there, what does he say? This is a small step for, you know it?
Oh, for man, but a big step for mankind, right?
Oh, you said it. Say it again. Go ahead, say it again.
Small step for man.
A small step for man, and then a big step for who?
Mankind.
Didn't they identify two different people? And who is man? You are man. You are human. He said it was a small step for you to get to the moon. So that means you get to the moon already. He said that was a small step. That means you've been out through outer space already. He said it was a small step for you to get to the moon, bro. The moon is right there. That means you've been there already. That's easy. He said it was a huge step for mankind. kind of a man, and the man that was saying that, that was the kind of a man that was saying that. There you go. But that was for your wife, by the way. The oil, that's for her. When you kiss her, you go in and, yeah. No chapped lips, and we gonna be smooth, but we do it good. We got the shea butter, argan oil, coconut oil. We don't leave guys coming out of here all. We leave them coming out of here good. That's what I have to show you. So there you go. We just told you. See how you see common sense? You don't need no book, no nothing. You just gotta think. Oh, that's what he said. Damn. Now your brain is like, boom. And he said it. And he said it was to the world. Everybody in the country heard it. See, they will always identify themselves. It's just that we're trying to lump ourselves with everybody. You have to stop doing that. Stop. Everybody can't be you, and you can't be everybody. And all because a person has a last name, this, and that, that doesn't mean they're not your loved ones and they're not your family. Skin hue doesn't make you different, but then your blood and DNA does. You see what I'm saying? There's some people, you have the modern European has a thing that's called albinism. This is the reason why you can have somebody with real light skin and have a nose, a Moorish nose like me and you, or they can have a skinnier nose. But then, if you know this player called Scottie Pippen from the Chicago Bulls, how his nose looks. He got a quote-unquote European nose. It's long and skinny, isn't it? Because the not the modern Europeans, the original Europeans from Europa that you call Europe, Queen Europa, that's how they named that little place. It's like the size of Brooklyn. We had longer nose and skinny lips over there too. We didn't all have full lips like Americans have full lips like this. Like me. We are Americans. Africans, they're not Africans, by the way. They have separate countries in that continent. Senegal is Senegalese. You see what I'm saying? You can't just put African on top of this cover over. There's different countries, Egyptian, whatever it is, that's your nationality. Nationality is the order of the day inside of that country. And so today happens to be the holy day of the Moors. Happy holy day, Moors, which is Friday. And you have a nationality. You are American. A Mer. A-M-E-R. A Mer. A Mer, the most protected. A Mer means a Moor. A Moor means love. If people come around us with the first thing we show love, right? But that was to our detriment. They came on our shore and said, we'll show you how to farm. They've never been here. We'll show you how to do this and do that. Once they learn how to do it, what we got? You know what we got. 400 years of punishment.
Right.
You give me this holiday, bro. I gave you enough time, God. I'm telling you, that's an old soul in there. Don't play. You think that's a baby? That is not a baby, bro. That is not.
Oh, this is like an old Christian rap group.
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
They had a church in Tampa called Crossover. We don't go there, but that's where they came out of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look familiar to me. Like, I seen that before. Man, we were playing city. We got a super church. I'm playing city about 10 minutes from here.
Oh man, got me right.
You have to hold. Let me bring that mirror out. Bring that mirror out. Hold on. Bring that mirror out. You hold it. I mean, dude, I want to go. I wish it was a 10 and a half. Were you a 10 and a half?
Nope, I'm a 10, exact.
Everything in here, I'm letting you know it's a 10 and a half. So,
Well, I can play 10 and a half too. I got.
ooh, everybody got one, you two. Everybody got a sticker. Everybody has to bring it back in the game.
Now I might have to come buy some stuff off.
Please. You don't have to. 'Cause I got 2 more children. I gotta go to college. I gotta buy some more MacBooks and shit.
I forgot what the last one I bought. The black cement? I don't be buying like too
No,
much.
no, but those you have to.
Yeah.
Like those, no, fours are in there. Like them ones, like those,
Yeah.
I got 3 pairs of those.
Yeah.
I got the one with the foul line underneath. I got them, and I got one more version of it. You just have to have them, the core 4,
Yeah,
like the 1s, 3s, 4s.
Yeah.
I like 5s too, 6s, the 11s.
See, I'm not hardcore like this, but
No,
I
this
do
is,
have
this
like
is small.
Chicago
This is
ones,
watered
red
down.
ones,
It's watered down.
Royals,
I used to have like
Shadows.
almost 500 pairs.
I can tell. I can tell you try
Yeah,
to
no,
downsize.
this is way downsized. My old house boy had him racked. He didn't tell you. I had him racked up.
Yeah.
I got sneaker collection videos on my channel. I'll probably send you some sneaker collection videos. But yeah,
Oh, you
man.
big dog?
$5 million. Look.
About to take out a loan.
No, it'd be funny if you go, no problem. Click. I'll be like, oh, I mean, you wouldn't even get that. No. Okay.
How you normally take one? Like Cash App cards?
You could do Zelle.
Yeah, do Zelle.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. You could do Zelle.
Honestly, I got everything except literal cash in my pocket.
Oh, no. I don't carry cash. The only cash you want to see is on that wall. You are patient, brother. I'm telling you. Because you told us twice, but he didn't go, he didn't do none of that, did he? No whining. He didn't complain. Man, you got a road dog right there. You got to salute. We got a young brother up in here holding it down. He just had a birthday. Did you stay up for the whole Spider-Man movie?
I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they saw it.
You know,
We haven't seen it yet.
yeah, it's 3 hours, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know we
Use the
said we were gonna
bathroom
see it.
and maybe eat some sugar because I had to take a power nap before I saw that
Is
movie.
yours still under your name or your barbershop?
No, under my name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll pop up with the cell phone. It's gonna say Bruce Brazil, registered Brazil, whatever. And then it pops up. I'm about to say, yeah, it's 3 hours, bro. I want my son, my younger son, he bought us all tickets, like 8 tickets to go to the as a family. He doesn't live here, he has his own house, but we went there. He bought 10:30, and we left out of there like at almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's great.
It's one of them. It's a good movie though. I think you should go. Maybe go see a matinee on Sunday, or maybe tomorrow night, whatever. Go see it. It's worth seeing. How fast does your hair grow? You think you think your hair grows pretty fast? Or no? 'Cause I know you knocked down the top.
Yeah.
I know you have clippers at home.
I feel like the size probably go back.
Yeah. Like with like 3 weeks to a month.
Something like that, yeah.
We can see each other once a month, bro.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Even if you want to let you come when I'm cutting his hair, whatever, you know. Definitely. Shit, I need you in my pocket.
Like, you know,
What? do you-
like what you about to do?
I told you, but I still you think that's a baby slap. He's like, yo, what the dollars at? I'm trying to run your pockets in real time. Different, but see, that's the cat I want around me, bro. If he go, if he got to run the pockets, hey, he gonna run the pockets.
It's sent through.
No doubt. Pardon me.
You always want to make sure. You never know, man.
Yeah, I know it's business, and I always want to conduct business, but at the same time, by me making it to 50 on earth, if I can impart that conversation, my breath, my spirit to you with that, this how you think, because it's going to go to him. And to have him think, and have him, you know what I'm saying? That to me, I think I got what I needed to get out of my life right there, so yeah.
Appreciate you, Bruce.
Yeah, you got the numbers, man. Yeah. Check out his videos though.
I will.
Yeah. He got the 5 principles he was saying. It's a young cat.
Yeah.
And that's your progeny. And he got the other video I made that has the song from the Moana movie. I'll put it on the back. You saw that one, right? You seen it? Okay. Yeah, he want to take my toy. He does.
That's what I heard.
No, you know,
No, you can't have that.
we'll think about it. I don't know.
All right, Bruce.
Have a good weekend. All right. My bad, son. You know your boy is running his mouth. You know, I'm chit chat. You know your brother be chit chatting. Austin, what up? Tanzania K said, you booty out here, cuts. But you over here watching me. You over here watching. 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 Anybody over here, dog? No booty, booty, booty. Booty, booty, booty. Can't defeat the ball on a Morris Friday. Can't defeat the 5 principles of love, truth, peace, justice, and freedom. You can't do it. Love, truth, peace, justice, and freedom trumps your hate. Get me down on my holy day. Salute to all the Moors. Yeah, man. Moors, we are back. We're gonna keep pushing forward. Forwards. Teach the 5 principles to humanity. We're gonna try our best to get this right. Amen. We're gonna get this right. Sure. Comb up the barber side. Zoom in on this one. Zoom in on this one. How's it from the biggest school? Anything different or?
Nothing different. Of course.
He said this one studying. Yes, sir. Yeah. What about your friends? Do they translate to the school in the next grade or no? Oh, okay, okay. Beauty in life is getting more serious, more challenging for the brain. They're going to be successful. That's all that. Good. Two. Support system. Okay, yeah. Talk this down. Sure you graduate. Success. Your sister already graduated high school already?
Yeah.
Oh, she's in college. Okay. Is it like a freshman in college or like sophomore?
She's a sophomore.
Oh, it's a second grade. Okay. What college she goes to?
Sumner.
Summer. Oh, you mean she goes to Sumner High School?
Oh, no, not high school.
College.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a college called? Sumner College?
Pretty sure. That's the one she said.
Oh, maybe it's the area that she goes. The college is in that area or something. You know what she's studying?
She's studying now.
Law? Uh-oh. Been in school for a little minute. Jurisprudence. What time is your first class? Real early in the morning?
At 8.
Yeah.
But it's PE, so I'm just out at 8
Oh.
in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. We knock that out while it's not super hot. Because all the PE classes they have, they make you go outside or you got inside you.
They would go outside, but the coaches would let us stay inside if we wanted
Do you go outside or you stay inside?
I go outside.
Yeah, then you know, we all like other friends in your youth class. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so that's really good. I'm glad you're in there. I'm thinking you in high school. I'm thinking you were a freshman in high school. That's why I keep on talking about your friends. Like, thinking they just came to you with your high school. But do you know what high school you're going for? Probably going to be
Not yet. Mom was gonna be little, so.
Oh, so you might be able to go to different school. Cool on the top, or you want to take it down a little bit? Let me get a nap on it. Voila. Handsome nephew. Again. For the little barber shot of the lane. Lord, got you, babe. Appreciate you. Enjoy your weekend, all right?
All right.
Tell your mother say thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We can do us 5 on the left, 2 on the right. Happy holy day to all the Moors. Love, truth, peace, justice, freedom.